Polish Arts Festival presents Dee-Dee-Nee-Bee-Ess-Kee Daydreams into Trouble. Written by Peter McCluskey. Directed by Liam McCarthy. Performed by Justyna Cwodzińska. Literary support Podrick Kenny. Sound design Dariusz Węsławek. Dee-Dee-Nee-Bee-Ess-Kee is 12 years old and smart as a whip. She has lovely bright blue eyes and everyone calls her Dee-Dee-Nee-Bee-Ess-Kee. Dee-Dee lives in a small cottage in a small village very close to Zakopane and the beautiful Tatra mountains. "Oh, Dee-Dee," her mother told her one day, "we have so many beautiful places where I am from in Ireland, but I think Tatra is my favourite place." Dee-Dee was lying on her bed with a faraway look in her eyes. She was daydreaming. It was normal for Dee-Dee, morning, noon or night. She did it all the time. It was one of the things she liked to do best. Just then, she was dreaming of being a famous singer on a big stage in a big concert hall with lots of sparkling lights. She imagined she was wearing a lovely red dress with a silver belt, and she was wearing beautiful shoes with high heels. "Och, naprawdę kocham te buty!" And she could hear the music swirling around the concert hall. "Och, dziękuję wszystkim! Bardzo wam dziękuję! 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 Ah, thank you very much!" she said to the crowd of her fans. "Thank you so much for coming to the concert! Dziękuję, że przyszliście na mój koncert! Uwielbiam śpiewać dla was! I love singing my songs for you! You are the best fans in the world! Kocham was wszystkich! I love you all!" Dee-Dee could hear her fans calling out her name. "Dee-Dee! Dee-Dee! 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 Dee-Dee!" they shouted. Dee-Dee suddenly jumped out of her daydream. There was no crowd calling her name. It was her mother who was calling her. "Dee-Dee! Dee-Dee, skarbie! Możesz pójść na pocztę? I need you to go to the post office for me," she said. "Come downstairs, please." Dee-Dee sighed, and her daydream disappeared. "Oh well," she said. "Może kiedyś zostanę sławną piosenkarką. Maybe someday I will sing in big concert halls. I can always dream." Dee-Dee rushed down the stairs and into the garden where her mother was watering the flowers. "Już jestem, mamo! Here I am, Mom," said Dee-Dee. "Jak mogę ci pomóc?" Her mother took a letter out of her pocket and handed it to Dee-Dee. "Mam tutaj list. Here you are. Will you go down to the post office and buy a stamp for me and put it on the letter and... To jest bardzo ważne, Dee-Dee. Put it carefully into the post box, please." Dee-Dee was delighted. A big smile spread out all over her face and she clapped her hands together. Her best friend Łukasz lived at the post office. His mother was the postmistress. Dee-Dee had not seen Łukasz for a week because he had been away on his holidays. He went with his family to the Baltic seaside, to Sopot. Dee-Dee could post the letter for her mum and then spend some time talking to Łukasz and ask him all about his holidays and all the exciting things he did. "To ja już pójdę, mamo! I am all ready," she said, hopping around the garden. "I zabiorę ze sobą Bobika and I'll take Bobik with me." Dee-Dee's little dog Bobik raced out from under the lilac tree at the bottom of the garden when he heard his name. He jumped up and down beside Dee-Dee. He was in a spin. He knew he was going somewhere. "Uważaj na siebie, Dee-Dee. Be careful going to the village," her mom said. I proszę pamiętaj, be careful with Bobik. Put his lead on and make sure to hold it tight. Trzymaj go mocno. You have to make sure not to let him go out onto the road. I will, Mum. Będę ostrożna. I will be extra careful. With that, Dee-Dee and Bobik bounded out of the house and set off down the road to the village. Bobik, idziemy! Let's go, Bobik. We have work to do. Dee-Dee was halfway to the post office when an enormous truck passed her by. Spójrz, Bobik! To ogromna ciężarówka! It's a monster truck, Bobik! She looked after it as it went up the hill. She started to dream she was driving the truck and talking on the radio.
Dee-Dee to base, over. Czy mnie słyszysz? I'm driving on Highway 62 now, and it's clear all the way to the post office.
Dee-Dee pretended she was blowing the horn of the truck when Philip, a boy from school, saw her and rushed over.
What are you doing, Dee-Dee? It looks like you were talking to yourself.
Dee-Dee didn't want Philip to know she was daydreaming in case he called her a silly baby. Nothing. Nic nie robię. I am doing nothing. And she hurried quickly past Philip. But Philip knew what Dee-Dee was doing. She was daydreaming, and he shouted after her.
Uważaj na siebie, Dee-Dee. Better be careful, or someday your daydreaming will get you into trouble.
Dee-Dee skipped off down the road, humming to herself, and it wasn't long before she was at the post office. Jesteśmy na miejscu, Bobik. That didn't take us long at all. She decided to tie Bobik to the railing outside in case Bobik barked and gave someone inside the post office a fright. To nie potrwa długo. It'll only be a minute, Bobik. I'll be out before you can say, ruff, 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 how, how, how. Bobik wagged his tail and sat down to wait for Dee-Dee to come out. There was a lot of people in the post office. The queue was very long. Dee-Dee had to stand in line and wait her turn. There was a policewoman in front of her. She was very tall and she was wearing new black boots. Dee-Dee looked at her shiny boots and her blue and white police hat and the golden buckle on her belt. Dee-Dee started to daydream about being a policewoman. Jestem policjantką, odważną I silną. She pretended she was marching up and down, keeping the post office safe. Lewa, prawa, left, right. I must keep in a straight line and hold my head up high. Then she pretended she was stopping the traffic to let some children cross the road. Come along now, children. Chodźcie, dzieci. It's okay for you to cross now. Śmiało możecie przechodzić. Come along. Don't be afraid. Nie bójcie się. I'll make sure it's safe for you to cross. And then she was dreaming she was getting a medal from the mayor of the city for doing something very brave.
Jestem zachwycony. I'm very happy,
said the mayor.
To award you all, brave police officers, a gold medal for all the good things you have done for us. Mam dla was wszystkich złoty medal.
Dee-Dee dreamed she was waiting in line with all the other brave police officers for the mayor to call her up for her medal.
Następny proszę. Next please. Next please.
Dee-Dee stopped daydreaming. It wasn't the mayor calling her name. It was Łukasz's mother. Dee-Dee, co u ciebie? Hello, Dee-Dee. What can I get for you today? Dee-Dee went all red and shy. Poproszę znaczek. It's for my mom's letter. She handed Łukasz's mother some money. Oczywiście, Dee-Dee. Oto twój znaczek. Once Dee-Dee had the stamp, she put it on the letter and ran outside and posted it in the postbox. As soon as she had it posted, she turned up the street and headed for home, running as fast as she could. It wasn't long before Dee-Dee started to dream of being a runner in a race.
Jestem biegaczką olimpijską! Spójrzcie na moje buty!
She had her special white running shoes. They were as light as air and they helped her to run very, very fast.
Te buty są fantastyczne! They're the fastest shoes I have ever had. I think I'm going to win this race very easily with my super shoes. To naprawdę wspaniałe buty!
She was in the lead. She was way ahead of all the other runners and she was going to win the race.
I can see the finish line! Widzę już metę! Wygrywam! Wygrywam! I am almost there! I am going to win!
She was so busy daydreaming about it that she whizzed right past her friend Łukasz without even seeing him. Łukasz called after her, but she did not hear him. She was too busy running her race.
Sometimes I really think Dee-Dee is in so much of a hurry that one of these days she will meet herself on the way back.
Łukasz was sure of it. Dee-Dee got home in double quick time and went into the garden to see her mom.
Mom, I'm here! I'm back! Już jestem!
Did you post the letter? Asked her mom.
Yes, Mom. It was easy peasy. To było jak bułka z masłem. And what about Bobik? Did you hold on to him tightly? Oh no, Mom!
Cried Dee-Dee suddenly.
Oh no! I don't believe it! Oh no! Oh nie!
What happened, Dee-Dee? What's wrong?
I tied Bobik to the railings outside the post office and I forgot to bring him home with me. Mamo, zapomniałam o Bobiku. Na śmierć zapomniałam.
Immediately her mom stopped what she was doing and got her coat and hat. Don't worry, Dee-Dee. Let's go and see if we can find Bobik. It will be okay, Dee-Dee, but we must hurry. Let's go. Chodźmy szybko. Dee-Dee knew her mom was a bit upset too, because she loved Bobik just as much as Dee-Dee did. So off they hurried, back down towards the post office. They came to the railings outside the post office, but there was no sign of Bobik. He was gone. But where was he? Had he run off? Had someone taken him? Was he hiding somewhere?
Oh, Mom! I can't see him. He's lost. He's gone. Nie ma go. Straciliśmy go na zawsze.
Dee-Dee and her mom looked all around, but there was no sign of Bobik.
Oh, Mom! We will never see Bobik ever again. Już nigdy go nie zobaczymy. O nie. I've lost him. I should have been more careful.
Her mom was about to agree with her when she heard someone call out.
Dee-Dee-Nee-Bee-Ess-Kee! There you are.
It was Łukasz.
Look who I found. Can you see who it is?
Dee-Dee and her mom turned around just as Łukasz was coming out of the post office. And who was that with him?
Oh, look! Mom, look! Patrz, mamo, patrz! It's Bobik! Wow, ale się cieszę!
And there he was, barking and wagging his tail as soon as he saw Dee-Dee. Dee-Dee rushed over to Bobik and gave him a big hug.
Oh, Bobik, I thought you were lost forever. I am so happy to see you. Jesteś, mój przyjacielu. Jesteś cały i zdrowy.
Bobik licked her face and jumped up and down.
Dee-Dee, you are very careless. You were so busy daydreaming that you forgot to bring Bobik home with you. But I knew you would be back soon for him.
You are very good to look after Bobik, said Dee-Dee's mom to Łukasz. You are very kind.
I saw Bobik tied to the railings, and then I saw Dee-Dee running up the road without him. So I took him into our kitchen and gave him something to eat and drink.
You are a very thoughtful boy, said Dee-Dee's mum. Dee-Dee, what do you say to Łukasz? I'm really grateful, Łukasz, and my mum's right. You are a good friend. I promise from now on I will be more careful and maybe not daydream so much. But Dee-Dee's mum took her gently by the hand. It's a good thing to have daydreams, Dee-Dee, but sometimes... I know what you mean, Mum. Wiem, o co ci chodzi, mamo, tak, rozumiem. I understand. Let's bring Bobik home. Zabierzmy Bobika do domu. Dee-Dee-Nee-Bee-Ess-Kee Daydreams Into Trouble was recorded in 2023 as part of Polish Arts Festival.